Hey everyone, it's Kristen Samaniego here, the creator of More to Motherhood. And I am on tonight because I'm super excited to be sharing this with you guys. A course that I created a couple years ago. And I just love it. And I love sign language. But it's time to sign with Kristen. And I wanted to come on here to kind of share a little bit about the benefits of sign language, teach you some basics, teach you who this course is for, and I'll share a little bit about me as well. I am kind of here with no makeup and all the things just because I'm getting ready to put my kiddos to bed. So if some of them do come in, I will maybe have them do some sign language for you so you can see them too. But so tonight, I really just, my goal is, and I do have some notes so I don't forget what I want to share with you all, is just to kind of introduce myself and go over my background so you know who you're learning sign language from. So like I said, my name is Kristen Samaniego. I have been a nationally certified sign language interpreter for over 15 years. So that means that I had to know information about the laws. I had to actually perform on a test to become certified. So I have been doing this professionally for 15 plus years. And then I actually, before then, I was big into learning about sign language. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was like a secret language when I was in high school because I was super fascinated with languages. I learned Spanish, French, obviously sign language, and I know English. So I wouldn't say I know all of those languages fluently, but sign language for sure, because I still do it every single day. So I started off volunteering Big Brother, Big Sister with deaf children, and volunteering to help a deaf friend for classes. And I fell in love, right? And that was my minor in college. And obviously my major in college later on when I went back to get a second bachelor's degree in sign language interpretation. So I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I still love it. It's super unique. So many ways that you can use sign language. All three of my children learned sign language before they even spoke. So that's just like a little bit of background on me because I really think it's so beneficial, and I'll get into those benefits here in a second. But just wanted to share a little bit of my background and who I am because I've been doing this for a really long time. I also was a sign language teacher. I taught with Florida Virtual School, and I taught at brick and mortar school. So I have a lot of experience teaching sign language as well. My son, who is 13 now, actually was on the autism spectrum disorder, and he was my firstborn. So I started using it with him. And what I came to find was that sign language was helpful for him because it eased his frustration and communication when he struggled to communicate with us. So in my 15 plus years of interpreting, and obviously longer than that doing sign language, I noticed that not only does it help babies, communicate because they're gross motor skills develop before fine motor skills. And so the tongue it's not really able to put together those movements to make those words in the mouth. But we have our gross motor skills that develop at an earlier age. So it helps babies with communication. It deepens the bond between parents. Ease that frustration, allows communication, it stimulates the brain. And so babies are able to communicate. And that's why I taught all three of my children. But then also, in addition to that, I was sharing there's so many different benefits and so many different ways you can use sign language, even if you're using it just in the home. But if you're a bilingual family, then and you'd say like manzana for apple, and then you say apple in English, and then they both have this sign of like apple. It kind of makes a visual connection between those two languages. So it's really cool for a bilingual home to use sign language too, because it visually makes the connection that manzana and apple mean the same thing, right? Because the visual sign is the same because we're using American Sign Language. And just so you know, American Sign Language is not universal. It's different in every country. So there's British Sign Language. Our sign language is derived from French Sign Language. There's Mexican Sign Language, all sorts of different sign languages all over the world. So just know that it's not an international language. So when you're here in the United States, you use American Sign Language. So that's how it bridges the gap between those two languages within the home, visually making that connection for the child to understand that these two words, even though they sound different, mean the same thing. And then going back to what I was saying before about my son with special needs children, I've actually interpreted for children in the school that have Down syndrome or that are nonverbal autistic. So it's another tool of communication for families, right? Not only just deaf and hard of hearing families, but like as a way to communicate, no matter what the family dynamic is. So some children are really good with visuals. So that's just some tips that I have shared with families in the past. And the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, I think I have these pages out of order, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Is just like in general, the benefits, right? So I kind of shared some specifics, but in general, the benefits of sign language, not to mention it's so much fun, which I'm obviously a little biased because this is what I do every day. And I had a blast teaching children sign language. I loved teaching my kids sign language. They're like all of a sudden like super into it again now. And my daughter taught herself the Pledge of Allegiance with a little help from me, obviously. So they're still using it, and it's offered in high schools, some high schools anyways, as a foreign language. But obviously some of the things that you can experience when you teach your child sign, or even if you're here as an adult, just learning just because you want to learn sign language, let me know. Like, I'm an adult, I just want to learn sign language. Maybe you're a nurse or you work in the schools, or you just want to know it just to know it because it's helpful to be able to communicate with people in the community. And it's also a skill set that's nice to have in your job. Not to say that you can't replace an interpreter that's nationally certified, but it helps make that cultural connection with someone that has a different language than you, right? If you know how to just say a couple of words, right? It's really nice. So if you're an adult just learning sign language, put me just learning for myself, because I'm just curious. If you're here to learn sign language to teach your baby, put baby sign below. So put baby sign below if you're here to specifically learn how to teach your child, your baby, toddler, sign language. And Riley Essie is here, so maybe she can show you a couple signs in a minute. Say hi, Riley. And then if you're here to learn like more for like homeschool or like, school age children, just put like school age because, it's just fun, right? It's something unique to learn. Riley, you want to show them some sign language? Yeah. Oh, she's going to volunteer, you guys. Okay, cool. So you'll learn some signs before I share. Okay. So remember how to say mommy? Yeah. Show them how to sign mommy.
Yeah.
Daddy?
Daddy.
Good. What about birdie?
Birdie.
Birdie. Good. What about more?
Birdie.
That's birdie. What about more? Remember?
More.
More. Good. All right. I'm going to have you share some more sign language in a little bit, but I'm going to keep talking, okay? Are you going to sit on my...
No.
What do you want?
I'm going to sit on your lap.
Okay. Well, you're going to sit on my lap right here because they're going to need to see my hands in a minute. Sorry guys, this is like mom life here, but we have a live demonstration. So anyways, what was I saying? So frustration can be decreased, especially in the toddler years from like 1 to 3. But like I said, it's never too early to start signing with your baby because all of my kids learned sign language before they were able to talk. Right. So like right around like 6 to 9 months was when my kids learned how to sign, and it's super cool. And it's so cute. So I have some videos that I'll put in my stories after this if you want to go. Not right now. If you're a good girl, maybe I'll give you a candy. Okay.
I'm not a girl.
Okay, great. I have to do this first. Okay.
Okay.
All right, great guys. Thanks. I'll put some video clips mainly of Riley because I have to find my other video clips of my other kids doing sign language as a baby. You can see how little she is when she's signing. It's really cool. It also creates a stronger parental bond.
Come my hair. I'll be a baby.
Yes, you had short hair when you were a baby. Cut your hair, right?
Butter in my hair so I can be a baby.
Okay. So it can create a stronger parental bond between baby parent, improved ability to understand body language, and there's so many long-term benefits, honestly. It can help She's such a love. It's a great brain booster. Research shows that it can strengthen cognitive function and reasoning, expand creativity. And while these are similar benefits, you gotta be quiet, to other foreign languages, obviously I'm a little biased with sign language. And like I said earlier, it's never too early to start learning. The muscles used to make sound and move the mouth develop later than the gross motor skills. So it's really cool to see tiny little hands speaking and stringing words together. Which, speaking of, I'm just going to do a little example with Riley, if she'll cooperate with me, to show you the difference. So if you're a parent teaching your child, or like even your kid, like school age kids, sometimes the hand shapes to use to make the signs for sign language, sometimes hands, especially if you don't make those hand shapes a lot, it's hard for little hands to make. So there's something called assimilation, and it happens in English too when we're speaking. Like a baby says a word and you know what they're saying, but it's not 100% accurate. Like the pronunciation isn't exact because their little mouth, their little muscles in their mouth are still struggling to make certain sounds. So so for example, in English, it might be banana, right? We say banana. And then little voices or little ones might say anana, like there's no B sound. So that's assimilation in English, and it happens with sign language too, meaning we can understand, especially as the caretaker, what they're trying to say, but it's not exact. So the same thing happens in sign language. So I'm going to give you an example. So the sign for I love you is this, right? So it's like these, and this is a really hard handshake to sign.
I love you.
So do I love you?
I love you.
So see how her little hand is not exactly the same as mine? It's more like a Y, but it's doing the same movement. So that's assimilation. Also, for another example, and this is a video that you can go back to my stories after this is done. For water, water is a W like this.
Water.
And you tap it. But see how she has two fingers and she's doing it. That's still an assimilation. It's still a correct sign. And eventually, as her hands get bigger, or she has more dexterity, or she signs more and more, that will, it will become more accurate, if that makes sense. So just keep that in mind when you're teaching little hands. If you're trying to, and sometimes you can do hand over hand when teaching them. So like, Riley, do more. So like when they're a baby, okay, show. Yep. So you can do hand over hand with them to help them do the signs. But if they're not doing it exactly the same, don't force it. If they're doing the movement and it looks like the sign and you understand that that's what they mean and you think that they know what they're asking for, then let them do that, because eventually it will evolve into the most accurate, like with the full hand shape. Okay. So for like more, I know Riley used to do more like this when she was a baby with two fingers. So now it's like this, the accurate sign is this flat hand shape. So just to give you guys some examples. Okay. So I am going to quickly share. I should have brought that up in advance, but I'm going to quickly share some signs. So if you guys have a workbook, and I kind of went over my background and the benefits of learning sign language, you can read more in that here. The PDF to that workbook is clickable. So you can click the podcast and it will play if you're on your computer. You can click there's a video at the top of the vocab that I'm going to go over with you now. The top 10 signs or phrases you should learn, or the top 10 signs to teach your baby. Above that is a link that you can click. That it's a video of me talking, doing a similar presentation that you can rewatch those signs. So just to give you a heads up, that link is clickable. So I'm going to go over these signs, and Riley might join in. Hopefully that's okay. But here are, we have a little cough. But here are some signs that you should learn. So the first one is, hi, my name is. So that's a phrase that you should definitely know. Okay, let's teach them the right sign. Riley's going to give you her own sign language in a second too. So the sign for hi is hi. So it's this sign, hi. Good, we have live demonstration here.
More.
My, okay, copy mommy. My. And then name is like this. Name. Okay, so hi. Hi. My. Name. Oh, you're doing great, Riley. And then you would
How about this?
spell your name. Hold on. I'm going to let you do more. Okay. You're going to show them more. Hi, my name is. So there's no is in
Blah, blah.
ASL. There is no is in
Blah, blah,
Riley,
blah.
stop. Oh my gosh, guys.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, if you want a candy, you have to listen to this whole video. See, I'm not above bribery, you guys. I'm just saying.
Blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
so there's no is in American Sign Language. There's that's signed exact English. So I'm just teaching you ASL. So in ASL, there is no is, it's implied. So more on that in the course, okay? Mom,
Mom,
your open hand right here. Dad,
Dad.
good. And you
How
want
about
to
this?
use,
How about this?
oh, that's a good one too. Show them up here. Riley's giving you extra signs. Go ahead. When you rub your chest like this, it's please.
Please.
Very good, Riley. Gotta have manners. And then sign
Please.
language. Sign language. We're gonna teach them another sign. Sign language. So sign is like this. Your two index fingers going in a circle towards your body. So they're coming back to me. Hey, shh. I'm gonna make you go outside if you don't listen. Sign. And then else. Language. And you wiggle it up. Language. Good.
Language.
She's doing good, you guys, right? Okay. Hey, I'm asking you to stop. Okay. The next, and then you could do ASL like A, S, L. So the letters, right? I'm not teaching alphabet tonight because that'll just take up too much time. The next one is family. So it's F's like this. This is the letter F, and you make a circle. So you take the F's and they start together, and then you come out. Family. Family.
Family.
Very good. The next one is what's up. Okay, you're going to have to go outside.
No.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you again. What's up is the next one. What's up? So we call these feeling fingers, two middle fingers. They touch your chest and go up. What's up? What's up? Say, what's up?
What's that?
What's up, everyone? This is the sign for yes. It's like your head nodding. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And then no is like this. So it used to be like N-O really fast, and it just became no. No.
No.
And then I like is the next one. So you point to yourself, and then you put these two fingers are going to come out from your chest. I like.
I like.
I like.
I like.
And then the next one is how are you? So how, your two things, thumbs up, turn one forward. How are you? So how, and your eyebrows go down. How are you? And your head tilts. How are you? That's funny, right? And then,
How are you?
yeah. And then I put another one on there, and you want to be able to answer, right? Good. So good. Good.
Good.
Good, Riley. And then the next one and last one on this side is nice to meet you. So nice is like this. Your two hands like this. The hand that you write with is always going to be the hand that does the most work. So ready? Nice. Ready? Do it like this. Nice to meet. So this is two people meeting. Meet. You.
You.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, and if you're looking on your workbook and you see below, it says the podcast. Check out Kristen's episode on sign language available on Apple or Spotify. So you can actually click that. And then above this, you can actually click on your computer the workbook, another video presentation if you don't want to watch all this of the words. And like I teach that as well in a condensed link without Riley's demonstrations. So we're going to go on the other side, which is top 10 signs to teach your baby. So this is really, Riley kind of showed you some signs. I'm going to tell you these are the most basic signs that I started off using. There's a lot more that I can teach you, but these top 10 signs that, like I said, they're assimilated, so they might not look exactly like, the sign because of their little hands. But if you understand and they understand what they're asking for, then it's called an assimilated sign, just like we have that in English. So obviously you're going to want mom. And so what I've seen is babies do this sometimes. Their pointer finger. But this is the sign for mom, which I showed you on the other slide too. Other words. This is the sign for dad. Another important one is eat. So it's your hand like this. This is the shape of your hand. And your fingertips tap your lip. Eat. So just a tip, I always taught my kids to start when they could sit, but I would sign with them when they're a baby. But the easiest time to make sure they can see you and really hone in on them copying the signs and copying you and asking for stuff is in a high chair. So when they're sitting down to eat, you have their attention. And it is the easiest time for myself that I've noticed to teach my kids sign language. So all of my kids learned most of their sign and started responding back when we were sitting down because they want food, right? And you have their attention. So obviously I signed with my kids all the time, but really when I could get them to copy the sign and like do it was when I had something that they wanted. And that was a lot largely at the dinner table or at meal times. So eat is very important. Milk, this can also be for breastfed babies, so it doesn't have to be like from a bottle, but milk, you like squeeze your hand. Milk, it's kind of like this sign for like milking a cow, and it became this, if you're curious about the origin. Hug is like this, so you're gonna like hug. It's also the sign for love. And then I showed you I love you, which is this ILY, like that's what the I love you. I love you. And then Riley showed, and I showed you more earlier, which is like this, more. And then another one that's not really sign language, and Riley also did this with no, which I'll show you, is, obviously the sign for no is like this. She used to do this for no. And we used to allow that because it's baby sign language. So we allowed her to do gestures. So that's up to you, but she did no like this instead of no. Stinky is another one that you can use for like diaper changes. So if they need to be changed, stinky, like you wave your hand in front of your nose, like for a poopy diaper. And then this is one of my favorite ones, was stop. And I use this a lot. A lot of the times when I was out in public and I didn't want to yell at my kids, I would tell them to stop, or knock it off. So those are two signs that were really were for me as a parent. As they got into like the toddler stage, and they were like doing stuff and you were like, don't you dare. So those are some signs. We went over yes, and then we went over no. What questions do you guys have that I can answer for you? Because I want to make sure that I'm answering your questions. So please feel free to drop the questions below. I am going to be doing for anyone that, and let me see if I have this somewhere. Let me just see if I can pull this up really quick. Let me find this. Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to pull this up really quick to share with you guys. And I'm going to demonstrate a couple of things. So the last page of your workbook is really, here we go, share screen. All right, I'm going to, hold on. All right, so hopefully you can see this, but so again, this is a clickable link, you guys. If you're on your computer and you want to see, I think you guys can see what I'm seeing. I can't really see if you can see what I'm seeing. So hopefully you can see my screen, but learn the basics with Kristen. So on the last page, you have this, ready to continue your journey learning sign language. So right now, this course has, and you can click this here if you decide you want to get started. If you're on your computer and you have your workbook pulled up on your computer or on your phone, you can click it. Okay, Riley, you're going to have to wait. You can click it and it will take you to this course that I have. It's complete for, I mean, it's complete. It's over 25 modules. It's for people who have bilingual homes, who have homeschooled children, who want to learn baby sign, who want to learn for themselves. It's really a course for everyone. It has over 25 lessons. You pay $67 right now. The price is going to go up after Black Friday. I'm just letting you know, because I'm adding 10 more lessons by the end of the month. So, and I always keep adding to this. So you get lifetime access no matter how many times I add to the course. You just pay $67 one time. So it's a really good deal. But for anyone who signs up within the next few days, I'm going to do like a group class session, a live session for anyone that signs up. And anyone that signs up will get an email with the date and the time of that live class session where you'll be able to ask me any questions. You'll be able to look through. I'm going to give you time to look through the course. You'll be able to ask me any questions. You'll be able to ask me to go over anything with you, tips, signs that you don't see in the lesson, that you don't see in the course. And then in addition to that, any ideas that you want to see included for the course, I will take those and then I will do my best to put them into this course for you. So if you sign up soon, within the next week, I would say a little less by what's today, Thursday. So next Friday, if you sign up by next Friday, you're going to get all of these lessons. So you'll get the ABCs in ASL, top 10 must know signs, family signs, how to introduce yourself, mealtime, baby signs, extended family vocabulary, animals, feelings, days of the week, intro times, activity, sports, all the things. And then I'm adding 10 more, which are mainly holiday related. So all the holidays I'm going to be adding by the end of this month, all uploaded. So there'll be over 35 lessons for $67 lifetime access. Anything that I add or update, you will be able to have access to, because this is lifetime access. That includes any updates, any new lessons that I add. You will always have access to this forever and ever. So if you want to learn it, you want to learn it with your child, you can do that. And you can always refer back to it, say if you need a refresher. So that when you click this link right here from the workbook, right here, it will take you directly to this page where you can sign up. And then you can see all the specific courses and all that jazz. So anyways, that is that. Let me get out of here. And then stop screen sharing. Okay, so that is that. And then someone asked a question. So with baby sign, it's more words versus conversation. Yes. Because if you think about it, when babies first learn to talk at 9 months, they're not stringing together multiple words yet. They're only babbling and using sounds. So as someone who uses sign language, it's going to be similar, right? So when they first start talking, and we're talking about baby, right? We're talking about 9 months to about a year. It depends on how early you start teaching them. It's going to be words. But Riley and some of my other kids used to be able to string together a couple of signs. So she would be like, Daddy's working. As she got into the toddler age at 1, she would be able to start putting together a couple of signs. So it starts off as words. We teach words. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, then as they learn more, they're going to be able to string together a couple of words. Riley, you need to wait, baby. I do hear you. So give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. How it is when you have to wipe a toddler's bum on the toilet. So I apologize. She's calling me from the bathroom. Okay, so real life, I'm just being honest. So when you sign up between now and Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday, $67 lifetime access. You'll be in. You can use it indefinitely. You can learn it with your child. You can, learn it for yourself. If you're homeschool, you can teach it to your kids for homeschooling as like something new. And then baby sign language. Hopefully I answered your question. Starts off as words, then you start stringing a couple words together to make little phrases, and you go from there, right? So as far as that being said, I do have an affiliate program for the sign language where you get 20%. Okay. So if you're interested in being an affiliate and you sign up for the course, then you're allowed to be an affiliate, and then you can share it with others and also get paid to share it. So if you are interested in an affiliate program for sign language and you want to share this with others, once you sign up, put affiliate below, and then you'll be able to share it with others to make 20% commissions as well. And the price for this will go up because this is worth at least $97, if not $147 for this course, but I want to make it accessible, you guys. And like I said, once you get into the course, if you see something, you're like, man, I really wish Kristen would include this topic or this theme or this theme of vocabulary, I will include it. I will include it for like no charge. Like I want this to be like the best sign language course that when you go in there, you guys, you're like, wow, like I can't believe I get all this for this price and I can use it forever. Like that's how I want you to feel. So I'm telling you, if you want to be an affiliate and get signed up, put affiliate, or you put me below. I see someone put me below. If you have questions, I have some questions. You can message me. I'm an open book. But like I said, I wanted to make this accessible. I want people to learn sign language because it is so much fun. It is so beneficial. It's such a bonding experience with your kids. Thank you, Riley. It's such a great bonding experience with your kids. It's so much fun, so many benefits, like I said. And then as they get older too, even if they kind of like, you know, when my kids got into like 4 or 5, they kind of stopped using sign language for a bit. But now my 7-year-old is like, Mom, like doing the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff, which I'm actually going to add also. So that's probably going to be a whole nother lesson as well. So 11 lessons now. I'm coming up with more ideas as I go. But she wants to learn more. And so then when they get older, you still have this course, you guys, to go back and use it to like teach them or to refresh, right? So I truly do want this to be like the best course where you're like, wow, I get all of this all in one place, all these tips, like all these things. And like I said, I'm going to do a live sign language class on Zoom for those that sign up by next Friday. So if you want to sign up, just put affiliate below or message me, or you can click the link on your workbook, right? If you click this button here where it says $67 lifetime access, that will lead you to the link. The workbook is clickable. And then once you sign up and you want to be an affiliate, just send me a message or come back here and put, I signed up. Just let me know so I can make sure that you're able to get affiliate credit when you refer someone. Okay. So if you have any questions or you think of any questions, please let me know. Super excited to be sharing this. I'm super passionate about it. I love it. I've been doing it for 15 plus years. It never gets old. It's such an interesting career too. So it means so many paths from sign language that can lead you to, you know, such fulfillment, whether it's like your career or just learning with your kids. I could go on and on and on, obviously, as you're seeing, but any questions, let me know. When you sign up, put signed up below, let me know that as well. So I can, you know, cheer you on. I'm super excited. Make sure I have you on my list for that group sign language class that we're going to do live together for all of those that sign up by next Friday. And then I see some people put affiliate below. So definitely put affiliate below. So once you sign up, you'll get 20% back on any other person that also signs up with you to learn sign language. So super excited. Again, once you get into the course, if you see something that you really, really want included, you just email me, hey, Kristen, I'd love to see this. And you're going to get all of those updates. Like I said, I have 11 more updates coming by the end of the month. So this course will be up to 36 lessons in this course for just $67, you guys. So I'm really pumped. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. And again, any questions, just don't hesitate to reach out. Message me on Facebook. That's the best, or comment below here, or respond to this email if you're watching this on the replay. So let me know if you're watching this on the replay too. I'm going to be coming back here to check on you guys. All right. I'm going to put some of those stories up of my kids signing so you can see those little hands, how they used to sign. So go in like about 10 minutes, go check my stories out on my personal page, because I'm going to put some little videos in there for you guys to see as well. I have a couple, but I'll add a couple more. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great